Ladies, I want you to listen carefully because this is important. Finding the right man isn't just about finding someone who checks all the boxes on your list or someone who makes you feel good in the moment. The right man, the one God has for you, comes with a sense of purpose, alignment, and peace that surpasses all the surface level attractions we sometimes settle for. Relationships are too sacred, too important, and too pivotal in shaping your future for you to compromise on this. So let's talk about 7 clues that God is revealing the right man for your life. When you're with the right man, one of the most profound things you'll experience is peace. This isn't just a surface level calm or fleeting comfort. It's a deep inner sense of security and reassurance that tells you without a doubt that you're exactly where you're meant to be. This peace doesn't mean everything in the relationship will always be perfect or free of challenges, but it does mean that at your core, you won't feel constant confusion, doubt, or unease about where you stand with him. God is not the author of confusion. So when he places the right man in your life, his presence will be reflected in the peace you feel within the relationship. This kind of peace comes from several factors. First is the clarity of the man's intentions. The right man will not leave you questioning whether he's serious about you or where the relationship is headed. He'll be upfront about his feelings, his goals for the relationship, and his desire to build something meaningful with you. His actions will consistently match his words, and you won't find yourself second guessing or over analyzing what he says or does. This level of clarity and consistency removes the emotional turbulence that so often comes with relationships where one or both people are unsure of their intentions. Another reason you'll feel peace with the right man is the trust that naturally develops in the relationship. Trust is a cornerstone of any healthy relationship, and with the right man, you'll feel confident in his character, his loyalty, and his respect for you. He won't give you reasons to doubt him, whether that's through dishonesty, mixed signals, or inconsistent behavior. Instead, he'll work to build a foundation of trust through transparency, reliability, and genuine care. This trust allows you to feel safe and secure, knowing that you can rely on him and that he values the relationship as much as you do. The peace you feel will also stem from the emotional safety he creates in the relationship. The right man will prioritize making you feel seen, heard, and understood. He won't dismiss your feelings, belittle your concerns, or make you feel like you have to hide parts of yourself to keep the relationship intact. Instead, he'll create an environment where you feel free to express yourself fully and where your emotions are met with empathy and compassion. This emotional safety contributes to the sense of peace because you know you can be yourself without fear of judgment or rejection. Peace with the right man is reinforced by the way he handles conflicts and challenges. No relationship is without its difficulties, but the way those difficulties are addressed makes all the difference. The right man will approach conflicts with a willingness to listen, understand, and work toward resolution rather than escalating tension or avoiding the issue altogether. This mature approach to conflict fosters a sense of stability in the relationship, further contributing to the peace you feel. This peace is rooted in the spiritual alignment you share with the right man. When God is at the center of your relationship, it creates a sense of harmony and purpose that permeates every aspect of the connection. The right man will share your faith and actively seek to grow spiritually with you. This shared foundation provides reassurance that the relationship is grounded in something greater than yourselves, which reinforces the peace you feel in being with him. When you meet the right man, one of the most significant signs is how aligned he is with your purpose. This alignment isn't just about having the same career goals or hobbies, it goes much deeper than that. It's about him being a complement to the path God has called you to walk. The right man doesn't just fit into your life conveniently, he enhances it in meaningful and purposeful ways. He encourages you to embrace the purpose God has given you and helps you pursue it without holding you back or causing you to compromise on the vision you've been given. This alignment often becomes evident in how he supports your dreams and goals. The right man will not be intimidated or threatened by your aspirations. Instead, he will celebrate them and actively seek ways to help you achieve them. He understands that your purpose is an important part of who you are, and rather than competing with it or trying to redirect your focus solely onto him, he becomes your biggest cheerleader. He may offer practical support, such as helping you strategize or providing resources, or he might simply encourage you emotionally by reminding you of your strengths when you feel discouraged. His presence in your life is a source of motivation, not a distraction. This man's purpose will also align with your own in ways that feel natural and divinely orchestrated. His dreams, values, and goals will complement yours, creating a partnership that feels like two pieces of a puzzle coming together. This doesn't mean you have to share identical careers or interests, but your lives will fit together in a way that allows both of you to grow and thrive. He will see how your purpose aligns with his, and rather than pulling you in a different direction, he will see the value in walking the journey together. This alignment creates a sense of partnership where both people are moving toward a shared vision for the future. The right man will also challenge you to grow in your purpose. He won't let you settle for less than what you're capable of, and he won't allow you to abandon your God-given calling out of fear or uncertainty. Instead, he will push you to step out in faith and pursue the path you've been called to. He'll remind you of your worth and your abilities, and he'll stand by your side as you face challenges or obstacles along the way. His encouragement isn't about controlling your choices or taking over your journey. It's about being a partner who genuinely wants to see you succeed. At the same time, this man's own life will reflect a sense of purpose. He won't be aimless or lacking direction, and he won't rely on you to define his sense of purpose. Instead, he will have a clear understanding of who he is, what he's working toward, and how his life aligns with God's plan. This creates a sense of mutual respect and admiration because both of you are striving towards something meaningful, and neither of you feels the need to compromise your individuality to make the relationship work. The partnership becomes one of shared purpose and mutual growth, with both of you supporting each other in your individual and collective callings. When you've met the right man, one of the most noticeable things about him is how he pursues you with intentionality and consistency. He doesn't leave you wondering where you stand, and he doesn't play games with your heart. His actions are deliberate, and his words align with them, creating a sense of trust and security in the relationship. A man who is serious about you and truly values you will make it known through the effort he puts into showing you how much he cares. This isn't just about grand gestures, though those may happen. It's about the everyday choices he makes to prioritize you and the relationship. Intentionality means he's clear about his feelings and his goals for the relationship. He won't leave you guessing about his intentions or questioning whether he's serious. From the very beginning, he'll make it clear that he sees a future with you, and his actions will consistently back that up. He'll take the time to learn about you, your likes, dislikes, dreams, and fears because he genuinely wants to know you on a deeper level. He won't be afraid to have honest conversations about where the relationship is headed, and he'll make sure you feel secure knowing that he's not just passing time with you. This level of intentionality creates a foundation of trust and mutual respect that is essential for a healthy relationship. Consistency is equally important, and the right man understands this. He knows that his words mean little if his actions don't follow through. He won't just tell you he cares about you, he'll show it in tangible ways. Whether it's making time for you despite a busy schedule, following through on promises, or being present and attentive when you're together, he demonstrates through his behavior that you are a priority in his life. This consistency builds a sense of reliability and dependability, which is crucial for fostering a strong connection. You won't feel like you're walking on eggshells or waiting for the other shoe to drop because his actions consistently reflect his commitment. A man who pursues you with intentionality and consistency also respects your boundaries and values. He doesn't try to rush the relationship or pressure you into anything you're uncomfortable with. Instead, he takes the time to understand your needs and aligns his actions with them. This shows that he values you not just as a partner, but as a whole person with your own thoughts, feelings, and experiences. He creates a safe and respectful environment where you can feel comfortable being yourself. Another hallmark of this pursuit is his willingness to put in effort even when it's inconvenient or difficult. The right man doesn't shy away from the hard work that a meaningful relationship requires. He's willing to communicate openly, work through challenges, and prioritize the relationship even when life gets busy or complicated. His commitment isn't conditional or fleeting. It's steady and grounded in his genuine desire to build something lasting with you. He sees you as someone worth investing in, and he's not afraid to show it through consistent effort and thoughtful actions. When you've found the right man, one of the most defining aspects of your connection will be the shared spiritual values you hold. This isn't just about attending the same church or believing the same higher power. It's about having a mutual foundation that guides your decisions, actions, and the way you approach life together. A relationship rooted in shared spiritual values creates a depth of connection that goes beyond physical attraction or surface level compatibility. It provides a steady anchor that keeps the relationship grounded even during challenging times and fosters a bond that feels purposeful and divinely aligned. The right man will not only share your faith, but also actively prioritize growing spiritually alongside you. He'll recognize the importance of placing God at the center of the relationship and will encourage you to do the same. This means praying together, seeking God's guidance in decision making, and consistently striving to align your relationship with the principles of faith. He will not only want to walk in his own spiritual growth, but will also inspire you to strengthen your own. His commitment to God will reflect in how he treats you, how he leads in the relationship, and how he approaches the challenges and blessings that come your way. This spiritual connection creates a sense of unity that fosters mutual respect and understanding. When you and your partner share the same core beliefs, it becomes easier to navigate differences and make decisions together because your values are aligned. You'll both have a shared vision for your lives and your future, and this common ground will serve as a guiding compass in your relationship. Whether it's raising a family, managing finances, or handling conflicts, your shared spiritual values will provide a framework that helps you stay on the same page and work toward the same goals. A man who shares your spiritual values will also demonstrate them through his character and behavior. He will embody qualities like kindness, patience, humility, and forgiveness, not just in how he interacts with you, but in how he treats others as well. He will strive to live out his faith in his daily life, and his actions will reflect the principles you both believe in. This integrity and authenticity will make you feel confident in his ability to lead and support you in building a life together that honors God and aligns with your shared purpose. This shared spiritual foundation also deepens emotional intimacy in the relationship. When you're able to connect on a spiritual level, it creates a bond that transcends the physical and emotional aspects of the relationship. You'll feel a sense of harmony and peace, knowing that you're not only growing closer to each other, but also drawing closer to God together. This connection fosters a sense of trust and vulnerability, allowing you both to feel safe in expressing your deepest thoughts, fears, and desires without fear of judgment or misunderstanding. It's a kind of intimacy that strengthens your relationship in ways that other connections cannot. When you've met the right man, communication in the relationship will feel natural, open, and emotionally safe. He will prioritize creating an environment where you can freely express yourself without fear of judgment, misunderstanding, or dismissal. This kind of communication is more than just surface level talking. It's about connecting on a deeper emotional level where both of you feel heard, understood, and valued. The right man recognizes that healthy communication is the foundation of a strong relationship and actively works to ensure that you feel comfortable sharing your thoughts and feelings. One of the most significant ways he demonstrates this is through his willingness to listen. He doesn't just hear your words, he listens with intention and care, seeking to understand the meaning and emotions behind what you're saying. He pays attention not just to the content of your words, but to the feelings you're expressing. He doesn't interrupt or rush to give solutions unless that's what you're looking for. Instead, he provides the space for you to share, knowing that sometimes all you need is for someone to truly hear you. His ability to listen without judgment fosters trust and emotional intimacy, making it easier for you to be vulnerable and open with him. The right man also communicates with honesty and clarity. He doesn't play games or leave you guessing about his thoughts or intentions. When he has something on his mind, he expresses it in a way that is respectful and constructive. He values transparency and believes that clear communication is essential to building trust in the relationship. If there are disagreements or conflicts, he approaches them with a desire to resolve rather than to win. He doesn't resort to passive-aggressive behavior, manipulation, or shutting down when things get difficult. Instead, he engages in open and respectful dialogue, seeking to understand your perspective while also expressing his own. This man also creates emotional safety by validating your feelings. He understands that your emotions are valid, even if he doesn't always fully understand or agree with them. He doesn't belittle your concerns or make you feel like you're overreacting. Instead, he acknowledges your feelings and works with you to address the underlying issues. This validation makes you feel valued and respected, reinforcing the sense of security and connection within the relationship. He is also consistent in his communication. He doesn't disappear for days without explanation or leave you feeling uncertain about where you stand. He makes an effort to stay in touch even when life gets busy. This consistency shows that he values the relationship and respects your need for reassurance and connection. Whether it's through phone calls, texts, or face-to-face conversations, he prioritizes keeping the lines of communication open and active. The right man is willing to work on communication challenges when they arise. He understands that no relationship is perfect and that misunderstandings or disagreements are inevitable. What sets him apart is his willingness to address these challenges with patience and humility. He's open to feedback and willing to adjust his approach if it means improving the relationship. His commitment to fostering open and healthy communication ensures that you both feel supported, valued, and deeply connected. When you've found the right man, he will naturally want to protect your heart. This isn't about him trying to control or shield you from the world. It's about him taking on the responsibility of ensuring that you feel emotionally secure and respected in the relationship. A man who truly cares about you will be intentional in his actions, words, and decisions to ensure that he is not the source of unnecessary pain, confusion, or hurt. He will approach the relationship with care and thoughtfulness, recognizing that your heart is valuable and that it's a privilege to be trusted with it. This care is evident in the way he treats you in every interaction. He's mindful of how his words and actions affect you, and he makes a conscious effort to speak and act in ways that uplift and affirm you. He avoids behaviors that could create doubt or insecurity, like playing games, being inconsistent, or leaving you in the dark about his intentions. Instead, he communicates openly and honestly, making sure that you know where you stand with him at all times. He understands that clarity and transparency are key to building trust and avoiding unnecessary heartache. A man who wants to protect your heart is also careful with your feelings. He pays attention to what matters to you and makes an effort to be considerate of your emotional needs. This doesn't mean he's perfect or that he'll never make mistakes, but when he does, he's quick to acknowledge them and take responsibility. He doesn't dismiss or minimize your feelings when you're upset. Instead, he seeks to understand where you're coming from and works to make things right. He values your happiness and well-being, and his actions consistently reflect that. He is intentional about setting a strong foundation for the relationship. He doesn't rush into things recklessly or make promises he can't keep. Instead, he takes the time to build the relationship thoughtfully and at a pace that feels right for both of you. This thoughtfulness shows that he's not just in it for temporary gratification, but is genuinely invested in creating something meaningful and lasting. He's focused on building a connection that is grounded in mutual respect, trust, and love, rather than letting emotions or external pressures dictate the relationship's course. The right man also protects your heart by respecting your boundaries. He doesn't push you to do anything you're uncomfortable with or disregard your personal values and standards. Instead, he honors the boundaries you've set and works to ensure that both of you feel comfortable and respected within the relationship. This respect extends to all areas of the relationship, from physical boundaries to emotional ones, showing that he prioritizes your well-being over his own desires. He protects your heart by being consistent and reliable. He shows up for you when he says he will, keeps his word, and makes you feel secure in the relationship. His actions align with his words, eliminating any room for confusion or doubt. You never have to wonder if he's genuinely committed to you because he consistently demonstrates his commitment through his behavior. His reliability creates a sense of stability and security that allows you to trust him fully, knowing that your heart is in safe hands. When you found the right man, his actions will show that he values you as a partner and as an individual. This is not something he merely says. It's something he demonstrates in how he treats you, how he prioritizes you, and how he supports your growth and happiness. A man who truly values you will make it evident in ways that go beyond words, creating a relationship where you feel respected, cherished, and appreciated for who you are. One of the most significant ways he shows this is by respecting your time, energy, and boundaries. He doesn't take you for granted or treat your presence in his life as a given. Instead, he makes an effort to honor the time you spend together, whether that means being punctual, following through on plans, or simply being fully present during conversations. He doesn't pressure you to do things you're uncomfortable with, and he takes the time to understand your limits and what matters to you. His respect for your boundaries shows that he sees you as an equal partner in the relationship and values your autonomy. He also values your opinions and perspectives. When you share your thoughts, he listens attentively and considers them in his decisions. He doesn't dismiss or belittle your ideas, even if they differ from his own. Instead, he seeks to understand where you're coming from and values the unique insights you bring to the table. This creates an environment where you feel comfortable expressing yourself and know that your voice matters in the relationship. A man who values you will always strive to create a dynamic of mutual respect and open communication. He shows his appreciation is by celebrating your individuality. He recognizes your unique qualities, talents, and strengths and encourages you to embrace them fully. He supports your goals and dreams, even if they don't directly involve him, because he wants to see you thrive as a person. He takes pride in your accomplishments and is genuinely happy for your success, never feeling threatened or insecure about your growth. His encouragement and support make you feel empowered and remind you that he values you for who you are, not just for what you bring to the relationship. A man who values you will also make an effort to show his appreciation in meaningful ways. This could be through small, thoughtful gestures like remembering your favorite coffee order, or larger actions like planning something special to celebrate an important milestone in your life. These gestures show that he pays attention to what matters to you and wants to make you feel loved and appreciated. He doesn't wait for special occasions to express his gratitude. Instead, he finds ways to show his appreciation regularly, making you feel valued every step of the way. He also values your emotional well-being and strives to create a safe space for you to express yourself. He's patient and understanding even when you're going through difficult times. He doesn't dismiss your feelings or make you feel like you're too much to handle. Instead, he offers reassurance, empathy, and support, showing that this creates a sense of trust and security that allows you to be vulnerable and feel truly seen and heard in the relationship. When you found the right man, one of the clearest signs is his willingness to invest time and effort into the relationship. He understands that a strong, meaningful connection doesn't happen by chance. It requires consistent care, attention, and dedication. This investment isn't just about the grand gestures, it's about the day-to-day actions that show he's committing a future with you and nurturing the bond you share. He puts in the work because he genuinely values the relationship and sees you as a significant part of his life. The right man prioritizes spending time with you even in the midst of his busy schedule. He doesn't make excuses or treat his relationship with you as something to fit in only when it's convenient. Instead, he finds ways to be present and engaged, whether that means carving out quality time for dates, sharing meaningful conversations, or simply being available when you need him. His actions show that he sees time with you as a priority, not an obligation. He values the connection you share and wants to create memories and experiences that strengthen your bond. Beyond spending time together, he also invests effort into understanding you on a deeper level. He takes the time to learn about your likes, dislikes, dreams, and fears because he genuinely wants to know who you are as a person. He pays attention to the details, remembering the little things that matter to you, and uses that knowledge to make you feel seen and appreciated. This effort goes beyond the surface, showing that he's not just interested in a superficial connection, but is truly invested in understanding and loving you for who you are. He also works to maintain and strengthen the relationship even during challenging times. Relationships aren't always easy, And the right man understands that disagreements or difficulties are opportunities for growth, not reasons to give up. He's willing to have the tough conversations, address issues head on, and work towards solutions that benefit both of you. He doesn't shy away from putting in the effort required to navigate obstacles and build a stronger foundation for the future. His willingness to face challenges with you is a testament to his commitment and investment in the relationship. A man who is truly invested in the relationship will also make an effort to contribute to your happiness and well-being. He's thoughtful and intentional in the ways he shows his love, whether it's through acts of kindness, words of affirmation, or simply being there when you need support. He understands that love is expressed through actions as much as words, and he makes it a point to show you that he cares in ways that are meaningful to you. This consistent effort reassures you that he's serious about the relationship and is willing to do what it takes to keep it thriving. His investment also extends to planning and building a future with you. He's not afraid to talk about his long-term goals and how you fit into them. Whether it's discussing where you like to live, how you envision your future together, or the kind of life you want to build, he makes it clear that he sees you as a partner in every sense of the word. His actions and words align, demonstrating that he's not just thinking about the present, but is also deeply committed to the future you're creating together. When you found the right man, he will show his love and commitment through his actions, not just his words. While words can be powerful and reassuring, actions are what truly reflect a person's intentions and priorities. A man who is serious about you and values the relationship will consistently back up what he says with tangible behaviors that demonstrate his love, respect, and dedication. His actions will speak volumes about his character and his level of commitment, leaving no room for confusion or doubt. This begins with how he shows up for you consistently. The right man will make it a point to be reliable and dependable in your life. Whether it's keeping his promises, being on time, or following through on commitments, he understands that his actions build trust. He doesn't make excuses or leave you wondering if he'll come through for you. Instead, he makes it a priority to show you through his behavior that you can count on him. This reliability fosters a sense of security in the relationship, showing that he's not just there for the good times, but is equally present during the challenges. His actions also reflect a genuine care for your well-being. He's attentive to your needs and makes an effort to support you in both big and small ways. Whether it's helping you with something practical, being a listening ear when you're going through a tough time, or simply checking in to see how your day is going, his consistent thoughtfulness shows that he values you. He doesn't need to be asked to step up. He anticipates your needs and shows that he's willing to go the extra mile to ensure you feel cared for and appreciated. The right man will also make an effort to integrate you into his life in meaningful ways. He'll introduce you to the people who are important to him, like his family and close friends, and he'll take an interest in the people and things that matter to you. He won't isolate the relationship from the rest of his life. Instead, he'll work to create a sense of unity and inclusion. His actions will show that he sees you as a partner and wants you to be a part of his world, just as he makes an effort to be part of yours. Another key aspect of his actions is how he handles conflict or challenges in the relationship. Rather than avoiding difficult conversations or resorting to destructive behaviors, he approaches issues with patience and a willingness to work things out. He takes accountability for his mistakes and makes an effort to learn and grow from them. He doesn't just apologize with words, he actively changes his behavior to show that he values the relationship and is committed to making things better. His ability to take constructive action during tough times is a testament to his love and dedication. His actions reflect his desire to build a future with you. He involves you in his plans and makes decisions with your partnership in mind. He doesn't shy away from discussing long-term goals or taking steps toward building a life together. Whether it's through small daily actions or significant milestones, he consistently shows that he's thinking not just about today, but about how the relationship can grow and thrive over time. When you found the right man, he will bring a sense of peace into your life. This doesn't mean the relationship will be free of challenges or disagreements, but rather that his presence, actions, and intentions create an environment where you feel secure, valued, and emotionally at ease. True peace in a relationship comes from trust, respect, and a deep sense of alignment. And the right man will make a conscious effort to cultivate these qualities. His energy will feel calming rather than chaotic, reassuring rather than stressful, and this will allow you to fully embrace the connection without fear or hesitation. One of the most significant ways he brings peace is through his consistency. The right man doesn't leave you guessing about his feelings or intentions. He communicates openly and honestly, making it clear where you stand with him. He doesn't engage in mind games, keep you on an emotional roller coaster, or create unnecessary drama. Instead, he shows up with integrity and follows through on his words. His reliability allows you to let your guard down, knowing that you don't have to second guess his actions or wonder if his commitment is genuine. This level of consistency fosters a sense of stability, which is essential for peace. He also brings peace by creating a safe emotional space for you. In his presence, you feel free to be yourself without fear of judgment or criticism. He listens attentively when you speak and takes your thoughts and feelings seriously. He doesn't dismiss or minimize your emotions, even if he doesn't fully understand them. Instead, he works to validate your experiences and support you in whatever way he can. His ability to hold space for you emotionally shows that he values you and prioritizes your well being, which helps build trust and strengthens the foundation of the relationship. He cultivates peace is through mutual respect. The right man treats you as an equal and values your opinions, needs, and boundaries. He doesn't try to control or manipulate you, nor does he make you feel small or insignificant. Instead, he supports your growth and encourages you to pursue your passions and dreams. He respects your individuality and sees the relationship as a partnership where both of you can thrive together. This mutual respect creates harmony in the relationship as both partners feel heard, understood, and valued. His approach to conflict is another factor that brings peace. Disagreements are a natural part of any relationship, but the right man doesn't let arguments center on negativity or hostility. He approaches conflicts with a mindset of resolution and growth rather than blame or avoidance. He's willing to have open, constructive conversations and seeks to understand your perspective. His goal is to address issues in a way that strengthens the relationship rather than tearing it down. This mature approach to conflict reassures you that challenges can be navigated without sacrificing the connection you share. The peace he brings comes from his genuine care and love for you. His actions consistently show that he prioritizes your happiness and well-being. He doesn't take you for granted or treat the relationship as an afterthought. Instead, he makes an effort to nurture the connection and build a partnership where both of you feel fulfilled.